Soul family. I made a video about the different emotions or state of mind I had during my spiritual journey. In this video, I'm just gonna expand on a few of them. During the separation period, I was like, why is all this happening to me? Why is everybody turning against me? Why? I did nothing to these people. Why? So I said to myself, maybe it's time for me to get closer to God, you know? Try to get close to know God. I wasn't a Christian, but I live a modest life, you know? No problems, no issues, just lived. I didn't get in any trouble. I didn't have any extreme vices. I was just living. I wasn't a partier. I didn't have any extreme indulgence. I was just living. So during this separation, I decided, let me get closer to God. Let me just understand this whole Christianity thing, this get to know God. What's your words, eh? What your words? Sometimes, in 2019, my mantra was 2020 will be so bright. My vision would be so bright, I would have to wear shades. Yeah, that was my whole mantra for 2019. I would keep saying it and keep repeating it, keep saying it. 2020, 2020 is perfect vision. So that was my mantra for 2019. Whole 2019, I would be like, if something happened, I was like, yeah, 2020 come in, my vision would be so bright, I would have to wear shades. Be careful of your words. Your words carry power. Be careful of your words. So yeah, 2020 came and I did indeed get perfect vision. My veil lifted. Be careful of your words. Your words carry power. So in 2020, after I was going through my separation, I decided, you know what? Let me read the Bible for myself. Let me sit down and read it for myself from cover to cover. I was on the mission to get closer with God. That is what I think they do, read the Bible for themselves. Yeah, so I decided to read the Bible. Actually, this was like the second time I think it was 2012, I decided to take up the Bible and read. And I started, and then it started to say, this person begat that person, and that person begat that person, and that person. I was like, this ain't me cup of tea by. So much a begat in this thing here. So I put it down. So in 2020, I decided, I have the app, the Bible app on my phone. I would listen to it and read along. And then during my drive to work in the morning, I would listen to the app. And then during my lunch, I would read it to get a full understanding for myself. So that was my 2020 coming in, coming into 2020 during my separation from people, trying to get to know the outside, the Bible God. I had my Bible for I think roughly 20 years. 20 years. I swear a lot of these Christians in the church had the Bible longer than that and they never read it cover to cover. Yeah, for that long I had my Bible. Don't get me wrong, I used to read verses, John 3:16 and them kind of things there. But to read it from cover to cover, I never did. I would read different different like verses, different, but cover to cover, I never did. So after I started reading, I realized like 1 plus 1 not end up to 2. It was like, like the God of the Bible kill this magnitude of innocent people for no reason. Like, what the hell? What the hell? Like, what the... So I started to question this God of the Bible, like asking questions to myself and, in the opening my mind and them things. And a thought came to me. There's a time and a place for everything, right? A time to be born and a time to die. Be careful of your thoughts also. So, by that thought coming to me, I let see my soul, but it just, it just wasn't sticking. The thought came, but it wasn't sticking. But I let it be. Yeah, the thought kind of cooled me down. I was like, time and a place for everything under the sun. A time and a place for everything under the sun. Yeah, that kind of cooled me down. But something just not right. It just not in a stick. And one day I was on Facebook and I saw a guy talking about the apocryphals. And they took them out the Bible and different things like why they took them out the Bible. So I took it up on myself and I ordered one. And when I ordered one, I started reading it. I read the book of Enoch. And then I was like, this shit is it's a mental thing. This thing is to keep you in bondage. That book didn't have a lot of the different books that the next one that I ordered had. It had the first one had in Enoch, and I think it's 3 different books. It was a smaller one. So I took it up by myself and I ordered this this hefty one. This one had in Enoch, Joshua, Adam and Eve, like different texts. Like, you see how big it is? And you would believe I read this shit. Yes. I read Joshua, I read Jubilees, I read the book of Adam and Eve, I read the book of the giants. It's like, and then the revelation keep flowing to me. Why, this is a mental thing. This has to do with your mind, how you perceive things. So much different books in this thing. This book having 735 pages. 735. And this is the shit that made me unravel so much different things. So after reading the Apocryphals, I realized this is the reason why they took these books out of the Bible. These books open eyes, make you got different thoughts. Yeah. Like, what the hell? What the hell? Yeah. So by me reading the Bible for myself and searching for the truth, I come to realize the lack of knowledge will make people perish. They give you a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But if you don't read for yourself and research it for yourself, let simmer for yourself, no care what I say would not resonate to you. You have to see these things for yourself and work it in your soul for yourself. And the more I read, the more it led me to more books. And the more books I ordered, the more I read. I ordered the hard copies, like these ones, so I could keep for myself. And I did a lot of reading, like online. I downloaded a lot of different books, Paid for a lot of different books to be done. Yeah. That's these things that what you have to do. You have to search these things for yourself. Then I came to the realization, these people giving us poison to eat. I started to research Everything I put in my body. Everything, all the ingredients. I used to just go, if I go shop, I just buy, look on the picture, okay, this is what I want. But after I realized the components of these things, these ingredients where they put in these things, what they're doing to your system, what they're doing to your body. I cut out so much things. I don't eat them shit anymore. I do not. I stop using so much things on my body. I don't use deodorant unless I make it. I don't use toothpaste unless I make it. The fluoride in the toothpaste calcify your pineal gland. That's why you're not seeing the illusions. The aluminum inside the deodorant is a heavy metal in the body. Your body cannot get rid of heavy metal. So, and that the heavy metal is where these parasites, these worms, hide under from your immune system. I do all these things for myself. Yeah, I make these things and I use them for myself. I don't cook. I stopped cooking with engine oil, soybean oil and canola oil. Those are engine oil. Those things clog your arteries. I only use coconut oil is one of the best oil to cook with, next to olive oil in my part of the world. Yeah, I stopped using these kind of things. I started my natural business. Yeah, I done with these things. I don't need to eat food from outside because we are energies, and everything you put in your body, you attract that energy that within it. And people are energy and people emotional. So I would make a video on that. People emotional, so their emotions are entered into this food, you know. So I don't eat food. I cook for myself. So much things I changed over the last 4 years. It's amazing that I just didn't see that for the last couple years of my life. 2020 gave me full vision. Full vision. Yes, full vision. So shall it be? We rise.